C'est bien ça, right? Yeah. Alright. I should post in my own Discord. I did. Let's see. See my replaying picture. Okay. Title set. Everything's set. Okay. Je me suis pas fucking checké les cheveux. Oh, damn, so many clumps in my fucking hair. Shit's crazy. There we go. Fella balbucy, why not? Make it nice and pretty for the stream. There we go. Oh, good. Will we get to Silver Scrapes tonight? That is the real question. What's up, guys? How's it going? We're live once a motherfucker again. I think this is already like almost the third time this week. It feels kind of crazy. But hey, action is picking up. Got some great plans in the works. Can't talk about it right now. It's on the hush hush. But 2025 gonna be a good start to the year. That's all I can say. Got a lot of cool things planned. And some funny videos planned for Christmas for you guys. Including a song cover. Yeah. Don't worry, I have been practicing. So I'm just reading up on the current patch that came out like last week. Just try and see if we can get some insider info on the more up-to-date builds, because I've been playing a lot of TFT but not a lot of League of Legends. Here we go, the 1v1. Okay, so we've got Rorschach versus Hydrus. For the 1v1. Je ne te vois pas en stream, mon talent. I am live though. Yeah. Yeah. streams today. Alright, so on blue side we're banning Orange, Tryndamere, and Bessa. And Rorschach on red side is banning Callista, Aatrox, Tom Kench. Alright, it's gonna be interesting. But let's get right into it. Ooh, Warwick Instalocked here by Rorschach. Probably looking to win by dueling, as farming not Warwick's strong suit. Let's see what Hydrus has in his pocket for the likes of a Warwick pick. So we're going Warwick versus Briar. Alright, so this is a Warwick mirror match, ladies and gentlemen. We have new Warwick on the left, and we got old Warwick on the right. I said I was going to do a standing cast tonight, but I don't know. Give me a second. Let's see if we can adjust the camera angle so that it like works well and stuff. I gotta see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the screen just a little bit. There we go. But the light's gonna be a little bit annoying. Okay, let me see if I can fix that. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do a standing cast to just get the old leg muscles going. But let me just take my keys off. Oh, I wish I had a wireless headset. One day. Okay, we got 2 minutes on the spectator delay. It's nice. I am working on getting my third screen because right now, like this screen right here is the screen on my left. Then this screen right here, the one in the middle, and then I have a third one, but I need like a weird like special HDMI cable or whatever. So I'm probably gonna get it after Christmas. Yeah, when I have a little bit more funny money. Looking forward to that. So welcome everyone new to the live stream. We'll be pausing the music in-game because we have the in-game audio. So that'll be soon. And then the music will be live or whatever when we are in between games. Other than that, if we get to game... Oh my god. The lobby closed? Oh, I don't have Hydrus on my friends list. No! Rip. Okay. Oh well. Hopefully we'll be able to get it the champion select before like the lobby closes out, which would kind of suck, but hey, I mean it is what it is. The League of Legends client, the only thing they refuse to fix, to be fair. Oh. Oh, the game ended before it even started. Okay, like, wow, that's crazy. I love spectator delay. Ooh, man, yes. Okay, well, I guess we'll find out who won side selection when we get into the lobby. Oh, okay, so it looks like Neo Warwick won versus Old Warwick. I guess Zon is stronger than, I guess Zon won this battle. Alright, let's get into the lobby for the champion select. Well, for the draft. There we go. think Rorschach is the top laner. Yeah, okay. So it looks like we have Yuzu on red side for game number 1. Okay. Alright, the players are slowly making their way into the lobby. We should be able to get the draft started within the next 5 minutes, hopefully. Let's get some things done on time. Would be nice. I think, yeah, this is my last regular season Mamago cast. After that, it's all playoffs and Super Week. Well, Super Week and into playoffs. We might be doing a double-header stream on Sunday, by the way, for those interested. Because I'm doing the Super Week cast for DH Flu. And then there's a possibility of a Sunday night showdown for the Div 3 Mamago bracket. Because Div 2 and 4 are playing the weekend after, like starting the week after. That's when their playoffs start. Put the hair behind the ears so the headphone stops falling off, because tendency to do that. Let's go! It's game time! Well, eventually when the people make it to the lobby, but yeah. I'm not sure. Num is the, what, he's the 80 carry on what team? Feels like an 80 carry player. Isn't he too high to be Div 3? Support some. Oh. Okay. It's all good. Alright, the players are slowly making it. We've got 7 people so far in the lobby. Eh ben, on prend vraiment notre temps, soir. Where is Mr. Bandy of the Toes? It says he's on trial tonight. Oh, yo, double digits. Let's go. I guess everyone's here to see B03's trials and tribulations. Will he be B03 or will he be B03? I was wondering, I am doing a standing cast tonight. I'm not going to be sitting down. So that's why the camera is at a different angle. I'm also not like 5'2", so you won't see the normal super awesome Remy Moto poster I have on the wall. But I can assure you, it's right there. We'll have 2B for tonight though. She's pretty. At this rate, the lobby's gonna close if we don't hurry the fuck up. Who are we missing? We're missing B03. And yeah. Okay, so we've got Yuzu on red side for game number 1. Yeah. It's I got it in my last Otaku box before I turned off the subscription. But yeah. I've only watched the first 3 seasons of My Hero too, so I'm not up to date on My Hero. But now that I have Crunchyroll, you know, who knows? Maybe I got a chance to finish the anime. Ah, Discord issue, I see. Well, I mean, small indie company like Riot, right? Can't get anything right the first time. And in the back, I don't know if you guys can see it, but wait. Yeah, you guys can't probably see it because we're at the wrong angle, but just behind me there's my Asuna shrine. So yeah, she's always there, rooting for me. Yo, what's up, Lily? How you doing? Oh. Okay, we're just missing Leos. Where the fuck is he? EOS in the game, Leos. There you go. Ha! I have some of your players on the roster. I can just invite people. I'm that good. I'm just that good. Only a few more days, by the way, before we get our sub button. And I've got some juicy emotes in the works for like February-ish, because that's when I'll have money to pay for them. But yeah, we're gonna get some nice League of Legends emotes. As soon as you have done. I think I gotta move myself here in the middle for this, for Apex. I forgot, but yeah. I gotta cheer Yuzu on. Our hometown heroes. They only have 4 games to play in Super Week, so relatively small Super Week for them. Alright. So the ready check from Mr. JC and Yuzu has happened. We're just waiting on the ready check from the Ice Reapers, and we shall be starting the draft. Probably going to see a big focus on Zach and Skarner tonight. The champions have been spammed by both players, being the pivotal tank member on their team. But hey, we'll have to see with Bonzito subbing in for Mike 23. Maybe the playstyle is going to change a little bit. Maybe we're going to see some more topside action. But we already know Bleos is good to carry games. I casted his Pentakill this season. Alright, Mr. JC just has to click the ready button and then the draft will start. Yeah. Oh, my bad. They were waiting on me. XD. I love it. I love it when people ask me if I'm ready. Ah, it's so nice. People care about their casters. Alright. So we got Reapers on blue side. What are the first bans gonna be? Probably going to be some bans focused towards Mr. JC. The shared champion pool isn't that big between Black Bull and JC himself. So I'm expecting to see a lot of attention to JC, but some attention to Urkion. I don't think his Katarina's ever been let through in the Mamago. And I don't think it ever will. But let's see, the clock is ticking. Did we not ban? Did we forgot to ban? Hello? I'm keeping the chat open here on this side just in case for you guys to keep you updated on if there's any missed bans. The clock is ticking though on red side for their first ban. Nothing's been typed in the game chat though. So it looks like we're going to be taking Elise away as the first ban here. Unless the substitution rule means that you lose a ban. I'm not too sure. My glasses are so random? Damn. Oh no, the comment was so random. Yo, what's up, Mr. Mamago? How we doing tonight? Okay, Ice Reapers. Do Ice Reapers lose out on bans because of an emergency sub? Is it something that I'm not informed on, or? Okay, because the first two bans have been empty here. You'll get there, Mr. Mamago. I'm doing good. I'm doing a standing cast tonight. Gotta, you know, stretch the old bones so that we can be ready. Looks like Ivern going to be the second ban here on the side for DH. We're still hovering, but it has been locked in. Okay, looks like I think with the emergency substitution there were two bans. There was a 2-ban penalty here for Ice Reapers. You should turn on some lights. Well, here's the problem. If I turn the lights on, then the cam's gonna look like people seeing the light. It's too strong. I can try turning the light on in the background. I'll be right back. See if that's any better. Oof, Jesus. Let's see. Looks like we're going to be banning Talia away here on red side as the last ban. The first pick going to be coming through soon here from Reapers. With the missed bans, yeah, it's a little too bright, I think, no? It does look like super bright. I can barely see myself in the camera. Yeah, I think it's too bright. It's going to give me a headache while I'm casting. Let's instead, let's do this. Nah, it looks good, no? Okay, yeah, I think that looks a little better. Alright, looks like Aurora going to be the first pick here. Could be a flex mid-top, but who knows? The Aurora nerfs are live, so we are playing with the slow Aurora instead of the cage Aurora. And, okay, Mr. JC getting access to his Zac. Alright. Also, notably, Bouncy Toes Gragas was not touched. But, if it is a Aurora top, I don't think Bouncy Toes gonna have any fun in that lane. We'll have to see. Okay, the clock is ticking here for Yuzu. All right, I have to go get some water after this. I forgot where I put my water bottle. We can do that during spectator lane. Okay, looks like Leos' Ashe is going to be considered here. So we've got Jungle and AD Carry picked here for the side of DH. An insta-lock on the Corki. Very powerful, very good into the Ashe. Really out-pushes and out-damages Ashe throughout most of the game. So we'll have to see what we pair this Corki up with. Definitely needs a good support because it is a very, very aggressive lane. Echo? Okay. This is Echo jungle, right? I don't think you'd blind pick Echo mid. Okay. We're on the last red side pick here for DH before R2 on bans. Okay, we have an 80 carry, we have a jungle, and we supposedly have a top or mid, a 80 carry, and the jungle. So I think here we might pick our top laner to leave Hydras with the possibility of a counter pick, but no, we're just going to lock in the Freljordian duo. Ashe Braum, classic lane bully. Very high utility, decent damage. Okay, looks like we're gonna be taking some. We're looking to take some enchanters away here from the Corki bot lane. Things that would make the Corki safe, or some really good engages. I mean, but Rel into Braum, it doesn't feel that great. But I don't know. The 2 seconds on the clock. Are we locking in the Rel ban? We are locking in the Rel ban here for Numb. Okay, I forgot Numb is substituting. Urkion's Syndra going to be banned once again. I wouldn't be surprised to see an Urkion Katarina ban because we do have the last pick counter pick. I think we're probably going to be picking for Bonsito here on 4 and then picking for Urkion here on 5. But we'll have to see. Okay, looks like we are going to be taking away the Leona here from Numb. I'm getting a lot of DMs on Discord. What is this about? Oh, it's Lily. I should hit affiliate within the next week. I just have to change my name on Twitch. Like, not my channel name, but my name on Twitch. Alright, the clock is ticking. We have 2 support bans here for Numb. And now we're probably looking at a second Urkion ban. Yeah, like I said, Katarina and Syndra, Urkion's 2 most played, most dangerous champions, have been taken off the board here. Probably looking to get Bonsito a comfort pick here to give Urkion a good counter pick in R5. Because right now we don't really have the best blind Silas angles. And not that Oriana is not great, but if we pick Oriana, we're really going to be kind of low damage. Ooh, wait, what? Ain't no way. Hecarim top? Okay. Okay, so Hecarim coming in here for Bonsito in the top lane? I doubt we're putting a blind Zac top. This is Mr. JC's favorite champion and most played. Alright, let's see what Ice Reapers lock in here. So it looks like we're going to be pairing the Corki with Emilio. Some bonus range, shielding, and healing capabilities in this bot lane. Going to be good to out-sustain the Ashe Braum. Now, we don't really have a front line. So let's see if our last pick is indeed a front line. Because if it is Aurora mid Echo jungle, it kind of needs something bulky in the top lane. And Hecarim, not really good at beating up on tanks. Malphite might be amazing here, to be fair. It's going to be Ambessa. Okay, so we're going turbo squishy here on the side of Ice Reaper. It's going to be interesting. This could still be a Hecarim and a Zac flex. Here. Ooh. Urkion with the Diana in the mid lane. Okay. So looking to assassinate the Aurora as fast as possible here. Okay, very interesting draft here. The lack of a front line here from Yuzu. We'll have to see if it comes to bite them in the ass later on in this game. Number 1, the players are placing themselves. We should be able to start the champion select. A reminder, if you are watching and you have not yet grabbed your refreshments, your snack, or gone to the washroom, there's about a 5-minute delay between now and the time that we enter the game because of the spectator delay due to respect the professional integrity of of any esports competition. So yeah, if you gotta hit the washroom, get some water or anything, do so right now before you miss out. Champion select starts right now. Right now. I say that, but you guys can't even see because the draft is covered in the screen. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Champion Select starts now. I'm going to go get a bottle of water because my throat clearly drier than I thought it would be. And we'll be back in just a quick second. Okay, so it looks like the bands were just not showing on Apex for some reason. But, yeah. Anyways, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. We got some gloomy... No, this is King K. Rool Island music. Okay, so it is going to be Zach top, and it's going to be Mr. JC on Hacker Room. Okay, interesting that we choose to blind pick the Zach. Okay. I guess with the fact that Rorschach is an Ambessa player, or just the fact that Ambessa is legal and we didn't want to focus bans on it, Gragas doesn't do really well into Ambessa, so I can kind of understand. Where they were coming from. All right. Lily, I don't know if you saw my. I saw your message, but I answered on stream. I can answer after the stream, if anything. So, if you didn't hear it, let me know. I'll let you know. Alright, look, Champion Select has been finished. We got about 4 minutes on the clock before we get into the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me just replace my camera real quick. La Shabui. I think that's going to be good. We'll have to see once we get into the game. But, we've got a very heavy dive. Well, we've got dive comps on both sides, to be fair. Diana, Aurora, Echo, Hecarim, Zach, Ambessa, they're all looking to hit the back line. They do not give a damn about the front line. And we'll have to see what build Bonzito goes as well, because early anti-heal has proven to make Ambessa's life a living nightmare. But Zach's tend to build a lot of AP because he has such good AP scaling and is a pretty toxic champion just in general. So we'll have to see what we do. But I'd expect something like Bramble, Sunfire, Lucidity boots or something like that for Zach in the top lane. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. All right, expected delay. Whoosh, bam, 3 minutes. Remember, if you like the content you are seeing here, a follow is always appreciated. And also, for those that want to see all my Mamago casts, you can go ahead to youtube.com/The Fallen Sanctum. Same name as this channel and as my name on Discord. And you can drop a subscribe there. All my tournament casts are uploaded the day after the casts at 10 a.m. Which is what will happen to this cast. So if you don't manage to stay for the entire duration of the stream, you can always catch the rest of it on my YouTube channel tomorrow at 10 in the morning. Some good podcasting with some great casting. Podcasting, casting. All right. Okay, we got about 2 minutes before we get into the game. I'm surprised to see this draft from Yuzu. I'm not surprised to see Ash Braum, because it is a staple. Yeah, Ash Braum, Kai'Sa Nautilus, they're like the two kind of staple bot lanes that Bleos and Hydrus play quite a bit of. And yeah, it's surprising to see Mr. GC on Hecarim. I don't recall seeing any notable Hecarim buffs, but I guess when playing against assassin style champions,
heavy dive bruisers. We'll have to see if he goes the bruiser build or like the solo queue one-shot build. Because if he becomes super squishy, he will get two-shot by Corki, Aurora, and Ambessa in the mid to late game. But if he goes a little bit bruiserish, should be able to get in and out of team fights using the Onslaught of Shadows, the healing, and yeah. I'm surprised to see Diana as the last pick here, but I guess it's just really good into Aurora. Ergion is a like melee style specialist. He really loves anything melee more than anything range. He plays Syndra when he's forced to play it, but it's like almost always permabanned. That and his Katarina. But knowing that, I guess they didn't want to early pick the Syndra. Maybe Syndra doesn't have an amazing matchup into maybe Syndra has a great matchup into Aurora. That's why we saw it get hit. But alright, here we go. We're loading into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Super Metroid theme. You will have to be paused. I'm sorry. Alright, 13 viewers. What's up, guys? Okay, so we've got Battlecast, Zach, Winterbless Hacker, Winterbless Diana, Coven, Ash Dragon, Slayer, Braum, Rain, Shepherd, Melio, Fanatic, Corki, Vanilla, Aurora, True Damage, Echo, and Ambessa. I believe she has a skin, but it's not really cool, so that's why no one has it. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it in game. Alrighty. Well, we'll have to see here some thematical skins here. Synergy here for Erkion and Mr. JC and everyone else kind of just, picking whatever skin they have, I'm pretty sure. But we'll have to see. I'm interested in seeing how this Echo jungle plays. It's probably going to look to have some very early aggressive ganks. Probably doesn't seem like a power farmer to me. So, if anything, I'm probably going to look to Snowball, Olipu, and Numb. But, yeah. Let's get it. Can we get in the game, please? Please? Spectator, don't die on me. Okay, interesting. So both Black Ball and Numb have peaked Masters. That's the Masterful title is earned when you hit Masters rank in solo duo queue. Okay, we've got Grabs versus Conqueror. Okay, the Dark Harvest on Echo. Phase Rush makes sense on Hecarim. Phase Rush, Diana versus Arcane Comet, and then Conk, Lethal Tempo, Guardian, Double Guardian bot lane. Okay. So probably going to see a lot of aggression in the bot lane here from the side of Yuzu, but we'll have to see if it's enough. Here you go. We are all zoomed out. Did I zoom out enough? There we go. That's good enough, right, guys? Let me just move my camera just a tiny bit. Looks like we've got a topside invasion planned out by Yuzu here. Got standard 5-point here for Ice Reapers. Rorschach is going to see them and probably going to just be able to walk away. The goal is to get some vision in the blue side jungle for Yuzu to see where this Echo will be starting. Aim down, going to get the first mana flow band stack of the game. We've got, okay, Zach starting a defensive start. I mean, it makes sense. He's really good at healing up. We're going to be able to clear the blue, the single ward that was placed down by Mr. JC. We also managed with Numb and Olipu to get a blue ward, a ward on the red side, the blue side jungle for Mr. JC. So we're going to be able to see, normally Hackrams do start the fast camp. Bandito dropping an additional ward. This one will not be able to be cleared as the sweeper is on cooldown. Ergion makes his way to lane. Ambessa taking her time, Aurora taking her time to get to the lane itself. And the level 1 through 3 for Corki is pretty important, so we'll have to see. Okay, Ambessa putting the hurt in on Bandito already. Has a really strong level 1 to 4 and starts to kind of peak around between level 6 to 13. sort of like an Urgot style of champion, so we do have to be careful, but we'll have to see how aggressive Mr. JC plays through towards to the top side. Olipu is looking to get some Gatling gun trades as much as he can. Okay, early level 2 hits here by Ice Reapers, but nothing is going to be gained out of it. Melio is not really the level 2 style all-in champion like Leona, Braum. Okay, taking a trade with the Gatling gun, the Unbreakable comes through. Hydrus is trying to get a Braum passive fully stacked, but we will not be able to fully stack onto Olipu. We do Valkyrie away. Oh, noticeably, there are 5 teleports this game, so there is no combat summoner on Olipu besides Flash. So if we can burn that teleport, it can be pretty dangerous for Olipu. Okay, the shield coming down here from Melio. Ambessa taking another really nice trade. Urkion's going to engage on aim down with the Moonlight. Going to get a second jump in because you get a reset if you jump while the unit is illuminated by your Q. Blios doing a good job. Early level 3 means we are going to force another Valkyrie here. Hawkshot going to look to find this Echo in the blue side jungle, and it is going to find him. So we get a big shove in here to the bot lane. Olipu going to do what he can to get as much of the CS as possible. The Bandito seems to be struggling a little bit. We'll have to see what he's able to do. So right now he's down about 2 waves. Okay, going to get a nice elastic slingshot in. But we have both junglers looking to make a play in the mid lane. Both haven't taken their crabs. The Echo Convergence is coming, but Urkion is fleeing towards the side where his Hecarim is. And Mr. JC not going to do anything with that information. Did not have the angle to fight that. Looks like Echo wants to contest the chickens though. Urkion sees this. And things are going to get a little dangerous for Black Bull. First blood over to Mr. JC. The camp is going to reset. And Echo doesn't get to steal anything. A little bit of a misplay here for Black Bull. Should have probably just taken the Scuttle Crab and taken a reset. But now, going to be a little bit behind. Mr. JC with a camp advantage. Going to have the ability to do a double Scuttle if he makes it to the river in time. But Echo is pathing bot, so it's probably going to be a double Scuttle early for Yuzu. Bandito very low though. Has to be careful. The Ghost invested by Mr. JC here. We're going to use the Ambessa shield to dash forward, but Mr. JC going to get another kill here. A 2-0 start for Mr. JC. Going to take a recall though. Let's look at the gold values. Yeah, we've got about 2,000 gold on Hecarim, so that's probably going to be okay. So no boots, so we'll probably have the fast boots from the blue passive, so the inspiration tree. And it looks like we are going Eclipse first, so this Hecarim is going to be very squishy. Okay, Urkion going to dive in on Aurora once again, gets a reset on the Q. But now Black Bull is here, going to flash, forcing the flash on Urkion. But Mr. JC is nearby, does a lot of damage, still has the Rampaging Strike available for him. The Ghost is on cooldown though, but there's very low cooldown. So we're going to see here Echo starting up the Scuttle Crab. Olipu might get caught out here, has the Valkyrie behind Numb, and Numb might be in a little bit of trouble, but they managed to get away without proccing the passive. Okay, Mr. JC going to assert dominance by taking over the... Okay, Numb in a little bit of trouble. The heal, the exhaust come through, and Bleo's going to live on an inch of health. Ambessa still putting in a lot of work against the Zac. Zac down about 20 plus CS. That assist did help a little bit, but Mr. JC is fighting Red Bull for the grubs. We did see Mr. JC secure the first 3 grubs, so we'll have to see if we see a return trip for 4+, or if we trade the secondary ones for a dragon. But good play so far by Mr. JC here in the jungle. Getting good priority on a jungler that is very feast or famine. Okay, Bonzito taking a really bad trade once again. Ambessa is just dashing in. The public execution is available, but we do have the Zac passive. I do have to understand that if you Ambessa ult the Zac under the turret and you are not able to pop the bubbles, You will just die. Okay, unfortunately, Zac not able to get any of his little bubbles. The Zac drops, the blobs. So he will not be able to heal. All of his spells cost a percentage of his HP. Okay, the all out coming out here from B03. Okay, the public execution going to go wide here. Oh. Alright, unfortunately we are going to miss the Q here from Rorschach, allowing Bandito to live. Okay, oof, Rorschach gonna live within an inch of his life. Gonna have to take a reset here. Looking at the gold, Bandito doing a good job surviving. Not losing the cell division passive. Very important here. Mr. JC going to find a pink ward in the dragon as he charges in. Going to get hit by the super mega fire kick. Does his best to clean up that ward. Puts down his own pink ward. And we are going to be fighting for this dragon. Leos does have item advantage here against Olipu. So we'll have to see. Black Bull has made it into the pit. Forced to use the Chrono Shift early. Fortunately, the Smite not securing the objective, which means he was no longer safe and had to ult out of there. Super Mega Fire Kick going to miss. Missile Barrage going to do a little bit of damage. Bandito looking for a mid lane gank with Urkion, but Aurora can just ult away. Okay, Bandito going to be losing a lot of time in the mid lane, unfortunately. We did get Aurora's flash, which is a good thing, so if there's a repeat gank in the future, within the next 5 minutes, things will probably go better for them. Looks like we are going, I think we are going Lichbane on Echo. Yeah, this looks like a Lichbane start. And it's going to be a Rod of Ages Aurora. And Bess are going to be hit under the turrets. Okay, the Between Worlds going to be channeled. Urkion does not have a means of escape. And Black Bull is going to be able to kill Urkion in the mid lane. Urkion playing a little bit too aggressively, not having his ult, not having his flash. And he's going to get punished for it. Another scuttle is going to be contested by Mr. JC and Black Bull. Mr. JC dashing in on Black Bull, but just going to choose to get the crab instead. Rorschach is starting to take some pretty bad trades here versus Bandito. If you can't shut down this Zac early, things go from bad to worse. We'll have to see if Ambessa gets a little bit of anti-heal to be able to mitigate Bandito's insane healing. Okay. The Q does a lot of damage. Glacial Fish are going to go wide. We Valkyrie away. We've got the Cozy Campfire, but the Braum passive is we're going to stun up. We're going to stun up Olipu, forcing his flash. However, Leo's down to about another like 10 HP. Man is playing very, very riskily. The exhaust from Braum coming in clutch, forcing the heal from Emilio once again. Togurki does have teleport though. And Aurora is nearing her Rod of Ages. We are going Yuntao Wild Arrows here for the side of Ashe versus the Essence Reaver on Corki. It does make sense. A good item. We'll have to see if we then get a Triforce, because the Spellblade passive is something that works with Corki Bandito and Urkion. Going to be helping Mr. GC get a 6 scrub lead. We also took the first dragon, so objective-wise, the macro is really good here for Yuzu. Black Bolt not being able to land much of a mark outside of a kill on a flashless Diana, but we'll have to see if he's able to redeem himself. This JC is pretty rich though, going to clear a few more camps, take a reset, get his Eclipse, and get going. Has 1,700 gold, so he's probably looking to finish his boots. He does not have fast boots. Okay, it's because he bought regular brown bags. Okay, but the 3-0 start, really nice here. Hydra's trying to make his way. Mr. JC going to be ganking Bandito once again. Rorschach in a little bit of trouble. Has to WQ out with a movement opportunity. But Bandito going to be able to slay Rorschach. Rorschach 0-3 on Ambessa. Not a great start here for the top laner on Ice Reapers. Okay. Unfortunately though, Urkion is struggling a bit in the CS department. But, both Urkion and Aurora went Rod of Ages. Okay, interesting. So they're both looking to sustain through long team fights. The Unbreakable going to be coming through here for the side of okay, Black Bull here with the nice convergence gets a stun here on Hydrus, but it's a Braum with Unbreakable. And stand behind me, the teleport by Bandito. The Moonfall going to be enough. The All Out, Mr. JC here going to kill Numb. Bleos gets a kill on Black Bull. The double kill here. We're killing Alapu. Aim down is dead. And that's a 4 for 0 here for Yuzu, only proccing the Cell Division passive. But an insane momentum in terms of money. We are going to lose a bit of turret plates, I guess, in the top lane. But at this point of the game, Urkion, let's look at the gold values. Yeah, Urkion about a 500 gold lead, but Mr. JC a 2,000 gold lead in the top lane. Things are getting ridiculous. We've got the Lucidity boots. We've got the Eclipse. Now we're probably getting the Sundered Sky or the Black Cleaver. And yeah, we're looking to end this game earlier than later. Unfortunately, Bandito did not have something to use the Shushing Tricks on. So Ambessa going to be trying to run away. Bandito heals more than she does for every blob picked up. Okay, Ambessa's still trying to take some trades with Zac without passive. It's a little bit more dangerous, but the Elastic Slingshot into Unstable Matter gonna be enough to solo kill the Ambessa. 0-4 for Rorschach here. Things going from bad to worse for Ice Reapers. Mr. JC looking to clear that wave in the mid lane because Urkion is taking a recall. But still going to get another plating here. Game 1 looking really good for Bonzito, but we'll have to see if the momentum can carry through in games number 2 and 3. Should be able to get a total, I think, 4 plates. Yeah, gets about 4 plates in the top lane, and now is rotating to make his way towards Dragon. Urkion does have the Moonlight, but I mean this is a pretty healthy Aurora. And we're now looking at another gank, forcing the flash. We got the stretching strikes. We're gonna hit the turret, and Urkion, Bandito is taking the turret here. But we're going to Between Worlds to get away with a sliver of life. The convergence, Mr. JC in a little bit of trouble. He does damage. Bonzito is coming, looking to come. We get the slingshot in. We're going to hit the honey fruit. The Onslaught of Shadows going to be procced. Here, Echo is low forced into the convergence. Bleos gonna be in a little bit of danger, but able to just take down Black Bull. We do kill Bandito in exchange. The Breath of Light is going to cleanse the Ash Ultimate, but that is the second dragon, the 4th objective taken for Yuzu in a row. Ice Reapers have not had any objective game so far. Urkion, though, in a little bit of damage, in a little bit of trouble, going to get taken down by the public execution of Rorschach. Alright, Phosphorus Bomb going to be used. We have Aim Down and Rorschach here on the bot lane. Leos is in trouble. A dive is happening if he stays, but at least we're going to back up, give up maybe a bit of turret pressure. We did take the first turret bounty in the mid lane though. So we are pretty rich, playing with about a 4,000 gold lead. Bonzito has his first armor item. I'm probably looking to get a second MR item into, actually, I don't know what Zac built second. Is it, it's probably Unending Despair, right? Yeah, it's probably Unending Despair. Okay, we've got the Black Cleaver here making its way for Mr. JC. I don't know what Diana is building second. But we're probably going to see like a Bruiser-ish build. With the Yuntals, we are now building a lot of HP. But Black Bull is here. Bonzito has to be a little bit afraid. But I think, yeah, just Lichbane doesn't really do much against Zac. Bleos and Hydrus going to be rotated mid, as well as Olipu and Numb. And we are going to see them contesting the wave. Mr. JC looking to make his way top lane again. And the Elastic Slingshot going to knock up Rorschach. Rorschach in a little bit of trouble. We have the Onslaught of Shadows. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to land. We've got the door, the Onslaught of Shadows, but unfortunately Mr. JC not pulling the trigger fast enough. The shutdown here going to be procced, and Numb and Olipu in a little bit of trouble. Echo forced to use the convergence. Rorschach very low. We are looking to get his turret. Urkion teleported in. We're looking at a dive angle if they stay. A Super Mega Fire Kick going to kick them backwards. The Elastic Slingshot going to be used. And Stretching Strike's not going to find the second target for the pullback, but that is another turret. However, Aurora in the bot lane able to just get a turret by herself. Start building up a little bit of a gold lead. Hydras might be in trouble though. Urkion is coming with the Moonlight. Numb forced to use the Breath of Light. The healing's coming through. The teleport here from Rorschach. The public execution is available. And we are going to hit Bleos with it. And Bleos in a little bit of danger. And Hydra's going to be in range of this Ambessa. But Aurora is going to be able to close the gap with the Aurora Q. I think it's called the Weirding. And unfortunately, a little bit of a misplayed team fight here from the side of Yuzu, getting caught at the last moment while trying to escape. Harold going to be secured here by Ice Reapers, and a little bit of money given back to this Ambessa, who now has a very, very slight gold lead. But Black Bull and Urkion still behind in terms of the money they have. Once we have this Black Cleaver though on Mr. JC, things should go from better to good. The Onslaught of Shadow is going to be used, the Rampaging Strike. Enchanted Crystal Arrow invested, unfortunately not going to hit. And Bleos looking to make a play here in the mid lane for Mr. JC, but was not able to find the connecting ultimate. Okay, Bandito in the bot lane has Demolish proc, should be able to do a lot of damage to this turret. Going to take it down to half. Sunfire Cape, unfortunately, going to mean he's going to take a lot of aggro. Goes down to about half, but the turret is at about 10%, so another auto attack or two with the 6 Woodgruff passive should be enough to take it down. And Urkion taking a fight. The Moonlight going to be invested early by Urkion, but Mr. GC and Bleos are nearby. Aim Down is in a little bit of trouble. We're going to use the Between Worlds to get out. But not enough time to channel it here. Oh, it wasn't even off cooldown. Okay, Baltito going to find Olipu here. Black Bull, the all-out under turret. We did not take the turret aggro with Corki, which is a good thing. Baltito in a little bit of trouble, but going to be able to heal up through. Mr. JC here using the Onslaught of Shadows. Not going to find anybody. And Baltito going to cancel that Elastic Slingshot, deciding at the last minute it was not worth to go back in. Urkion, though, getting a tier 2 for himself. The gold lead has collapsed to about 2,000 gold, but that is some good money injection. It looks like it's Nashor's 2 for Diana. I mean, it makes sense. You have a free hit passive. Okay, we got the convergence coming out here from Black Bull, trying to find Bleos, but we're going to stun up Hydras instead. Don't have much damage. Hydra's down to 50%. Black Bull, the Glacial Fissure, going to interrupt Black Bull so we cannot use the Chrono Shift. Hydra's going to stand behind me. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to land on Aurora. And Baltito has to be a little bit careful. Okay, looks like we are disengaging. Mr. JC looking forward towards that Infernal Rift. The public execution going to be used here on Bleos, and Olipu going to be able to assassinate both Hydris and Bleos. Rorschach still not done, keeps going in, has a lot of damage, and now Aurora's taking the turret. Looks like we're going to be taking this turret and possibly killing this Zac. But Elastic Slingshot away at the last second, so it looks like the first Infernal Dragon of the game, the first Infernal Rift Dragon, going to be given over to Ice Reapers. A little bit of shallow communications here from the side of Yuzu, causing a little bit of a struggle in these mid-game team fights. Rorschach going to be able to secure the Void Scuttle. See that Mr. JC is near the objective. We're committing the teleport from Olipu to make sure that we get Mr. JC taking a recall. Probably has Cleaver here on back at 2,000 gold. He should. We have the Nashers on Diana, the Despair on Zac, and Ambessa probably is getting close to her second item as well. We've almost got a Leandris here on Aim Down, and the LDR second here for Corki. Very interesting. We have Locket and Helia on the supports. Ash going the standard build of build a crit item, build attack speed, then build a crit item, build attack speed, then build a crit item, then build attack speed. And just looking to get as many spaced autos as possible during the ranger's focus. So we're going to see if we're able to do that. Urkion getting a little bit tanky at this point of the game, though. So we'll have to see if he can get some stuff done. Echo now going for Rocket Belt. Ambessa finished her Spear of Shojin, so she's going to get a lot of reset momentum here in her auto combos, and her Q which is her lowest cooldown spell, definitely be off cooldown a lot more often. She gets up to 12% bonus damage after connecting 3 spells worth. And here she is taking on Bandito. But Bandito has the Unending Despair. Without anti-heal, Zac is a little bit hard to kill, as he just kind of heals everything up. If you don't have any anti-heal, Zac is really strong. Okay, aim down here. Going to be found by Erky on the Moonlight. Going to be invested. We're going between worlds right now, and both mid laners do about 30% damage to each other. Yeah, these Rod of Ages builds mean that there's no assassination potential in a one-on-one unless you're like super fat. Here, Bandito looking for Rorschach, going to Elastic Slingshot away, and yeah. That's going to be how the trades go. If Bandito doesn't want to take a trade, he'll just Slingshot away. The only way Ambessa stops the Slingshot is if she ults him. But the Rift Herald invested in the mid lane. We're going to see if we're going to be taking this mid-inner turret. Rorschach and Bandito going to find each other again. Bandito probably going to have to invest a Slingshot once again. And we are not able to crash the Herald into the turret. So it's 0 value Herald here for the side of Ice Reapers. Okay, Brundor going to land, and Rorschach going to try and find Mr. JC, but isn't going to be able to find him right away. Oops, sorry. There we go. Okay, Olipu going to dodge away with the Valkyrie. We've got the all-out is still available, but Leo's forced to flash. It's very good here. Teleport was invested by Aurora, though. So, only have 1 teleport available. Corki teleport going to be off cooldown soon, but we'll have to see what we do about this next dragon fight in 2 minutes. Baron is also available, but these teams don't really do Baron that fast. So I don't think it's going to be that much of a priority. I think right now we're just looking to make sure that no one tries to sneak a Baron. Liandry's Rocket Belt now finished here for the side of Reapers. And we almost have an hourglass here for Diana, so she is going to be very tanky. Probably the main engage source as with Zac and Mr. JC. But we're probably going to start running into a little bit of a damage problem. Ambessa here looking to get away, going to pick up the Infernal Cinders, going to run away from the all-out. Bandito unfortunately not going to be able to find success here, in that the Hawkshot is going to spot the entire team, and we are getting the top outer turret for free. Erkion here going to be trying to go against Ambessa, but I feel at this point in the game, Ambessa kind of wins the 1v1. Okay, we're clearing vision. That top side of the river. We've got now a Zeke's Convergence here for Mr. GC, giving him an AoE slow whenever he'll use the Onslaught of Shadows. Rorschach looking for an angle on Erkion. Doesn't know where the Zac is, but the Between Worlds going to be invested here. We're trying to get on Blios. If Blios forced to use Barrier, Erkion going to be losing this 1v1. And Rorschach is unstoppable on this Ambessa. A horrible start, but we went from 0-4 to 5-4-3. And that's a team fight. That's a momentum win here for the side of Ice Reapers. Bandito got a slingshot behind the turret. There's no grub, so it does take a while to take these turrets. Okay, but a nice Mr. Barrage going to do a lot of damage. Convergence going to be thrown behind. Bandito doesn't have the all-out, does have the passive though. So we have to be careful. Okay, Ambessa going to get the bot lane inner turret as well. Dragon spawning. Dragon is up right now. Looks like we're going to be taking the blue buff away from Yuzu. And yeah, we're starting now the 4th dragon of the game. Probably going to go over to Ice Reapers themselves. They have some really great scaling, and Corki does a lot of damage if unchecked. So if we're not able to assassinate this Corki, things are going to go from bad to worse. 2.5 items already. Now, Bleo's starting to fall a little bit behind, unfortunately. There is a lot of dive and not the best amount of peel here for this Ashe. Infinity Edge going to be the 3rd item here for Corki. We've got an almost Mama Mortius here for Rorschach. And I think we're going Spirit Visage. No. Sorry, we're going Canic Rooker in here for Zac. Would have loved to see something like a Spirit Visage though. It would have probably helped a little bit more given that Zac heals so much. Okay. We've got Waves pushing in top lane, and Ambessa is pushing in bot lane solo. Someone does have to eventually go stop her. Urgion is going to find Black Bolt, but we're going to use the Chrono Shift. Black Bolt going to be able to flash to get away. Not going to get caught here. And Alipu also going to get caught in the crossfire. So that is a 2 for 0. Looks like it's going to be a Baron start. But we are at the inhib with Ambessa. So we are going to be trading Baron for maybe a Nexus turret. I don't think we're going to try and contest. Okay, Mr. JC going to be able to get the Baron buff. We killed Black Bull here. Aim down, forced the flash away, but that is going to be the inhibitor taken. Aim down probably going to be going down, but we recalled Hydras to stop the Nexus turret push with Urkion. Okay, Rorschach going to be going in. And here we are, Rorschach able to just start walking away. Grabs an Infernal Cinder. The teleport invested here by Alipu. We're probably looking to turn on this fight. But Mr. JC... Okay, the flash invested here by Rorschach, but here we are. A public execution going to come down. Hydras is going to die, and Ambessa can just start healing. Urkion is taking a massive amount of damage. Has to be careful, though. Ambessa here with the double kill. Things are going from bad to worse for the side of Yuzu. We did take a Baron, but, yeah. JC now also building towards... Okay, so we are going Jack Show here on Zac for the third item. Num and Alipu looking to get some pressure on this third turret, but the Baron up wave makes it hard to do stuff. That bot lane inhibitor being taken down by Ambessa is going to be a problem, though. Another 1,500 gold to spend here. Now Ambessa at 3.5 items, really starting to run away with this game. If there's no anti-heal invested, things are going to go from bad to worse. We have a bit of anti-heal on Blios, but if Blios is the only one attacking Ambessa, he's probably in range to get killed by Ambessa. So things are risky this game for the side of Yuzu, and we'll have to see some adaptations towards later team fights. As right now, we've got good objective control, but we haven't been able to take an actual team fight win in a long time. This Hecarim eventually starts to fall off, but we'll have to see. So Rorschach now level 17. Another 700 gold in his pocket, probably working towards a death stance. We've got the Infernal Dragon spawning in 2 minutes. Zac finishing his third item, very important here. Hourglass going to be pivotal here for Diana. Okay, but we've got the 3 items here for the Corki. Almost 100% crit. Going to do a lot of damage if he can manage. Yeah, the door going to connect. Mr. JC looking for something, but going to walk away at the last second. Blios. Oh, Blios going to do a decent amount of damage here to Black Bull. And we are clearing vision around the dragon. We want to make sure that we have access to taking it. But yeah, let's look at the wallets here. Not really anything to buy for both sides. Enchanted Crystal are going to be dodged away by the Valkyrie once again by Alipu. Leo's having a little bit of trouble landing these arrows this game. Working now towards probably his own Blade of the Ruin, his Infinity Edge. He'll be on 3 crit items as well, but Ambessa here looking to take yet another turret. Okay, Zac going towards a Leandri's? Interesting. I think a Thornmail might be more helpful, or that or a Randuin to be able to deal with the Corki, but no anti-heal against the Ambessa means she is going to be able to fully heal. Bandito trying to make his way towards the dragon. We have the Between Worlds. We have the Chrono Shift. Fully load, almost a fully loaded Missile Barrage. Okay, Urkion's dash going to be interrupted here. With the Between Worlds going to isolate. Hydra's forced the flash over the wall. Bandito going to find something. But the Breath of Light is invested. Ambessa now going to get onto the back line, and there's no one to stop her. Mr. JC gonna die. Blio's going to get moited, and okay. So we got a double kill here for Blios, but unfortunately, the dragon is alive, and that is another team fight win for the side of Reapers. Hydra's being ulted by Ambessa, putting him in melee range of Blios. Blios forced to burn all his summoners and still going down. Unfortunate here for Yuzu. Zach putting in work, but unfortunately this Diana pick not really getting much done here in the mid lane. Now we have 4.5 items here for Ambessa, a 4,000 gold lead over Bandito. Not that Bandito is playing badly, but the choice of items is a little bit awkward. No anti-heal means this Ambessa just heals to full whenever she's hitting anybody, and as soon as Ashe is dead, there's no one stopping Ambessa's regen. To be fair, there is only a little bit of anti-heal on the side for Reapers themselves, but Zac doesn't do that much damage when he builds full tank. If you don't have like the Dark Seal, Leandries, and like other AP items to help the Zac, like the Abyssal Mask, to give like the minus 30% MR, things are a little harder to kill. Black Bull working towards his last item here. Bleo's going to find him with a Hawkshot, but it has to be a little bit careful. Positioning hasn't been too amazing here for Bleos in this mid to late game. And now, Mr. JC on 4 items. We're clearing some vision. Baron spawning in just a second. We'll have to see. Okay, we Enchanted Crystal Arrow just going to go wide. Going to go to Albuquerque once again. But, I mean, it's going to be up in like 45 seconds, so we'll have to see. Mr. JC taking a good amount of damage. The anti-heal now from Olipoo going to be actually impactful. Bandito going to be taking a decent amount of damage though. Okay, the Moonlight invested onto Olipoo. Olipoo going to be dying. Ambessa is nowhere near. We've got the Between Worlds. But Reapers taking a fight that they probably shouldn't. Ambessa is looking for an angle, but she is on vision. Okay, teamfight win. Teamfight win so far here for the side of Yuzu, but they are pretty low. Ambessa does a lot of damage. Okay, Rorschach so far able to just get away. The Between Worlds, there's a lot of damage here. And Ambessa just going to full heal. Zac going to die. We're trading Ambessa. We're trading Aurora for Zac. But our front line is pretty low. And Rorschach looking here to try and make another play. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to land the chains onto Mr. JC. But yeah, you can see this Yuzu team is very squishy without the Zac. And Ambessa, there's like, she does passive pen. So if you don't build armor, which no, like there's like 30 armor on Mr. JC, maybe, okay, there's like 150 to 200 armor on Zac, but percentage pen is pretty nasty. And Ambessa now has almost access to a healing item. We're probably going to be going a Ravenous Hydra last item here for Ambessa. So we'll have to see if we can get on this Ambessa and kill her, because we got close, but the second we got off, she just kind of full healed. And yeah, Corky now sold the LDR to finish the Mortal Reminder. Now going towards the Zeal. Going to give him a bit of loss in terms of money's worth. But Mortal Reminder, really important. Olipoo does have to live past the start of a team fight to be able to use his anti-heal though. We almost have, yeah, we have the Zonius here for Black Bull when he takes a recall. It looks like that is exactly what we are going to get. The Infernal Soul points, the Infernal Soul here on the line here. Next up for Ice Reapers. Will we be able to stop it, though, is the real question. We got a Blighting Jewel, a Zona's Hourglass. Ashe finishing the Infinity Edge is huge. Leos is insanely strong. But the Public Execution going to be enough. And Bleo's just going to get assassinated by the combo of Olipoo and Rorschach. And that's all the useful physical damage. Mr. JC also down to about 60%. Infernal Dragon spawning in 60 seconds without our AD carry. Things are going from bad to worse in game number 1. Can Yuzu reset the mental? If not, this is a game 2 angle. Black Bull going to get a convergence. Gonna get hit by the elastic slingshot. Does still have access to the chrono shift. The phosphorus bomb going to start doing a lot of damage. And yeah. Yeah, Ambessa after like 2 abilities basically just full heals back up completely. Phosphorus bomb going to be broken by the Unbreakable. Okay, Ambessa looking to put some inhibitor pressure. Big wave here. Going to be crashing into the top side. But that Infernal Soul might spell the end of the game unless we get like a good Elder Flip. That's just a lot of damage coming down here from the side of Ice Reapers. Roshan going to be spotted on the Hawkshot. We're going to see that Black Bull is the only one on the Dragon so far. Okay, Bandito's armor kind of non-existent at this point. Okay, that is the Infernal Soul here claimed by Ice Reapers. Okay. Ambessa looking to take a recall, has 2,700 gold. We're probably going to Ravenous Hydra like I mentioned. Yeah, Ravenous Hydra. So now we have essentially 2 healing items. We've got the Mama Mortius. We have technically the Death Dance, which is damage, absorption, and healing on takedowns. And then we have the Ravenous, who has insane amounts of healing towards it. So we'll have to see. If Bleos can't get enough peel at the start of these team fights, I don't think there's a way to take down Ambessa. She's really strong, and this might force a little bit of a ban here, a little bit of a draft gap coming in from Yuzu so far. I was expecting Mr. JC to play the Zac. We had a Gragas angle, but I guess Urkion really wanted this this Diana. However, we haven't really found many angles to make this Diana very useful. She's bulky and all, but she doesn't really do any damage. Well, Aim Down hasn't been the most proficient mid laner here. Oh, Bleos here going to get caught. Forcing the Chrono Shift early, though. That is good. Very low cooldown, though. Rorschach is going to take a 1v2. Mr. JC joining for it to be a 1v3. But we are still... Okay, it's a 1v4 at this point. Okay, it's a 1v5, so we're giving up Baron just to kill this Ambessa. Okay. That's a 1,000 gold shutdown going over to Bleos. That's important, I guess, but Bleos basically almost already full build. I'll have to see if it's enough pressure to be able to win the game, because there's no objective to take. And now with the Baron buff, waves are going to be harder to clear. I think we got the Crypt Bloom or the Void Staff here from the Echo in just a second. Yeah, we get the Rapid Fire Cannon for Corki, so he's 100% crit. We're going to be able to stop this turret from being taken. Bleos still, importantly, has his Summoners, which is what led him to die last team fight when the Ambessa jumped on him. Is that Bleos did not have his Summoners. But we've got the Infernal Soul. Okay, Zonya's going to be buying a lot of time. And, yeah, we are going to kill Black Bull here. Olipu doing a lot of damage. Bleos getting a good amount of peel. But Ambessa is teleporting in. We have the public execution. Will Bleos be able to dodge? Yes, he can. Flashes away from it. But now can he get away from the Ambessa? It doesn't look like it. We're going to kill. And Rorschach flashing over the wall, forcing the flash of Urkion. We don't manage to kill the Emilio with a clutch flash to escape the tank Diana assassination attempt. Yeah, well, when you don't ban a champion that is just stupid busted, this is Cassante with boobs that heals forever, has unlimited lifesteal, and a Vi ultimate. So it's like, yeah, Rorschach going to be taking like 15 turret shots, but that's going to be the inhib turret taken here. The inhib turret going to be taken here for the side of Reapers. Now only three turrets left. Only 3 turrets left in the game. Urkion going to be clearing the wave, but Corki is respawning in 8. The teleport is available. We're looking to take this teleport. But Ambessa, is Ambessa gonna go down? No, she's healing and she's doing a lot of damage. And we're gonna keep doing damage. And if we keep healing, the shielding, the Maw, the Melio, the public execution of Mr. JC, this is gonna be the end of the game. Bandito not able to make enough of an impact on his Zac. The Cell Division not going to be enough. The teleport from Olipoo going to be enough to get a triple kill. That's going to be game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Ice Reapers really putting in the work. The Ashe on Blios, not enough to carry the game. Going to get assassinated. Olipoo goes and assassinates the Ashe in game number 1. Insane, ladies and gentlemen. Ambessa is not a Paladins champion. With a 46% win rate. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Alright, here we are. Getting ready for game number 2. Alright, please let us not get draft capped that hard, Team Yuzu. Please, I'm praying. I'm praying to the gods right now. You know, I'm doing the handshakes. I'm doing the handshakes. Oh, I'm doing the handshakes. But yeah, alright, so let's get the playlist back up and running as we get the draft for game number 2 going. Will Yuzu be able to take us to Silver Scrapes, or will they just get Voldemorted into the abyss in game number 2? We'll have to find out. There was a lot of what the fucks that game. There was indeed a lot of what the fucks that game. Can I get an invite to the lobby? If anyone doesn't mind, you know. I'd love an invite. Let me update the score. That was a convincing win from the side of Ice Reapers, though. A rough start here for the Ambessa, but it really doesn't matter when your champion just 1v9s the entire game. I think we needed a bit of anti-heal. She was so close to dying so often, but no healing reduction means that Ravenous Hydra proc into a fat-ass shield from Melio equal GG. 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 Let's let the Zac main play Zac. That's what I'm going to say. The Hecarim pick took me by surprise, but unfortunately, solo queue picks are solo queue picks for a reason. I mean, I think Echo is a solo queue pick too, but hey, I guess one cancels the other out. And the amount of clutch hourglass triggers from the side of Ice Reapers, it's insane, man. It's almost like they're too good at this game. Yeah, can I get an invite, Mr. JC? Or Dave? Or anyone? Bam, ba, da. Ba, da, ba, da. Arigato, Mr. JC. Oh. Who is Mega Bro 15? A sub for no. Okay, looks like we are blue side here. I think, yeah, we are blue side here in game number 2 for Yuzu. Gonna get things started very shortly. If we do manage to bring back this game number 2, we will have Silver Scrapes. So prepare your emojis just in case that happens. I don't know though. Things look kind of grim in game number 1. And I hate being biased, but like, what was I watching? Man, this is Div 2. I felt like I was casting Div 4. We traded Baron 5 for 1, 4 buffs for 1 Ambessa kill, and then proceeded to just instantly lose the game on the next team fight. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. We got that monkey smash! Hype for some DK64 multiplayer. Alright, looks like Mr. JC and Team Yuzu are opting to take blue side for game number 2. The players are placing themselves, so we should have the draft link this go around. Alipu in charge of making the draft. I know Rorschach gonna be dropping it at the speed of sound. Now that is quality service. Alright. Baba Booey! Here we go. Getting ready for the second draft. Ice Reapers, I've given the ready check. We are just waiting on the Mr. JCs. I need... I wonder what emotes I'm going to be allowed to get. I think you get 4 emotes when you're first affiliate. So we got to make these emotes count. I'm going to have to speak with some of my elite chatters, because they'll probably be the primary ones using them. I will try and upload them to my Discord server for those interested, so that we can at least use them in Discord too. Waiting on that ready check. All right, the draft started. Let's see that adaptation. Mr. Dave Aloon, give us a good draft. Oh, and a guy, Chimasu. All right, we've got the Iron Man coming in against... I forgot the jungler's name. I'll remember it. Don't worry. Okay, Skarner Man. Okay, hey, we banned that Vesa. Champions broken. Let's go. Okay, we're banning Zach in response. Now, Zach put in a lot of work, but unfortunately saw 0 success. Some great games, though, from the top lane. Let's see what the third ban is going to be on blue side. Okay. Ice Reaper is going to be banning the Ashe this time. Okay. The Talia ban going to stay. The Talia and Iron Man's going to stay consistent from game number 1 as well as Skarner. Let's see. Oh, Bleos on the terrorist machine himself. The canonical cannoneer Corgi has been locked in. Ice Reapers, though, that Elise was unbanned. Woo. Black Bull going to be piloting the Elise. We're putting Alipu on the Jinxie Poo. Exciting draft. It's almost like we're playing Fearless, with some exceptions. All right, what does Yuzu have cooking for us? We've got the Bandito Gragoose. Is that a Silver Scrapes angle? We're thinking hard. We're doing the flonks. Okay, it's locked in. Bandito on his Saving Grace champion. We've got a Silver Scrapes angle. We just can't fuck it up. Corki does damage. Bandito will do damage. Have good peel. Alright, Mr. JC, comfort pick. What do you have to play against Elise? Oh, and we're going for an early Syndra on Archeon. Unfortunately, Bruiser Diana, not really in the meta, you know? So we're shopping around for mages that do magic damage, not damage. Okay, Aatrox here locked in for the top laner, Rorschach, trying to take this Gragas matchup and go out swinging. Here we are, bans for round 2. We're thinking, we're using our brain. What goes well with Corki? Nautilus. Ban it. I mean, Emilio Corki worked kind of well. We're going to be banning Tarek away. What? I mean, this must be like a numb special, right? Because I don't think you look at Jinx, Tarek, and you're like, ja, dog, man, la, wish. Unless we're trying to stun like melee minions in a team fight. But okay, looks like we're banning Leona, so a lot of engaged champions being taken off the roster. We still have Rel, still have Alistar, still have Rakan. So we'll have to see. Rakan Jinx, not too bad of a matchup. Probably good blind too, but we'll have to see. True damage from the Corki, going to be annoying though. Here we are, banning. Oh, okay. I mean, we do have 2 dash champions, technically speaking, so Vex could be very annoying to Gragas and Corki. I can see the defense. No, put the pitchforks down. Put the pitchforks down. Okay. Okay, now what the fuck am I seeing? Is this mid lane Vel'Koz? Is this the AZAP Sperm Turbo build? The we're gonna win the race build? And some good Vel'Koz buffs though came in this patch, so you never know. Maybe the life disintegrating ray is going to put in some effort. Mr. JC going back to Jarvan, salute. 07's in the chat if you have it. What are we going to round out this comp with? Because we've got a wall, we've got an exploding barrel, we've got a girl with mental issues, and we've got a guy who just says Allahu snack bar on repeat. What are we putting in the support position for Hydrus? It's Alistar, Rel, Bard? Okay, I can see a little bit of anti-synergy between Jarvan and Bard. Where if you like temporal trespass the Cataclysm kind of just breaks down. Well, we'll have to see. I mean, it's good against Vel'Koz and Jinx, very low mobility champions, but we'll have to see. So far, the draft from Reapers, I'm not convinced. This is probably either all comfort or like just very weird stuff in general. Okay, that is a Rakan support against. So it's Corki Bard versus Jinx Rakan. I figured it couldn't be. Yeah, I figured it couldn't be. It couldn't be. What's it called? Yeah, I figured it couldn't be Vel'Koz support because like that's just pretty troll. But here we go, game number 2. We're getting hype. Make sure you got your snack, you got your drink, and you got what you need. Alright, we're gonna have to see some positional upgrades. Some positioning upgrades here from Blios in game number 2. Getting caught out quite. Maybe he just never got to play against Ambessa, but I'm pretty sure that's not true. Everyone who's played League has played against Ambessa. And Ambessa Unchained is just bad, bro. C80 carry, point, click, kill. She has so many dashes, you can't just flash away. She has great gap closing potential. Oh, when her Q's on like 2 seconds cooldown, you know, like it is what it is at the end of the day. Okay, so while the champion select happens, a reminder that we have 5 minutes about before we get into the game. I'm going to mic off, go take a quick piss, and yeah, I'll be back for the game. I guess there was a misban or a mispick. So we're redoing champ select. Well, I'll be standing when the game starts. So don't mind me. I'm still here. Erkion's like, yeah, I don't want to play Sidra, guys, but you have to play Sidra. It's like, fuck. Lux and Sidra anyways. Let's go. What? Why do we miss a ban? Oh, please tell me we're not redoing champ select for a third time. Is Balancito not there? Ah, yeah. The scuff is real. Okay, looks like the champions are still being picked, so we're good to go. Okay, all the champions are locked in. It looks like we are getting ready to have some fun. I'll be right back.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
XD. I'm sorry. I knew something was wrong. Well, thank you, Mr. Mamago. Sorry. A little bit of a bathroom emergency. But we are good to go now. Okay. A little bit of a rough trade onto Hydries. The Grand Entrance going to miss. Mega Bro is the sub played here instead of Num. I guess Mega Bro is the official support on the roster, and Num was an E-sub for game number 1. Okay, Alipu taking a really bad trade. Bard punishing. Bandito going to take a little bit of a wonky trade. Aatrox with the early level 2. Going to be able to start punishing Bandito, but we'll see if Bandito is able to regulate this. 2 CS so far. A lot of CS has been lost for Bandito, but everything can be made back up. This was the similar lead loss, CS loss in game number 1 with Zach Ambessa, where Ambessa was up like almost 30 plus CS in the early game. It carried on for most of the game. The Grand Entrance going to land onto Hydries. Another Phosphorus Bomb onto Jinx. Good damage across the board. But we'll have to see if the Bard W or the Gleaming Quill from... but yeah, the Gleaming Quill from Rakan is going to be enough. Level 3 picked up here by Hydris because he picked up a Chime. Going to get another nice Cosmic Binding, going to stun up a Mega Bro. Okay. Deals with a little bit of a CS lead, but Jinx should be able to make up the difference very shortly. Bandito permanently down a wave though. No pots have been invested. Looks like the bot lane is rotating with Mr. GC to be able to get this first crab. Elise is in the bot lane here too. Bard and Mr. JC are going to find Black Bull. Volatile Spiraling going to be invested. And Bandito going to have a little bit of a decent trade. We are almost maybe able to cut off the Jinx. Okay, Jinx going to get knocked up by the Flag and Drag. Phosphorus Bomb, Ignite invested. But Hydra's forced the Flash away. So we trade the Flash for the Jinx Flash for the Flash Ignite on Bard. Rorschach here going to do a good amount of damage to Bandito, but Bandito can slowly heal up. Black Bull here in the top lane. Going to be able to get his scuttle. Mr. JC had skipped a camp. Bleos trying to get some pressure here on the Rakan, forcing him back. Urkion going to be taking a decent amount of damage to his Vel'Koz, but up about a wave so far in CS. Both mages are aiming to get their first teleports in with their Lost Chapters, so they can spam their mana as much as they can. First plating goes over to Bleos and Hydrus. It's good on them, good amount of pressure in this early game. Jinx is a later than normal AD carry pick, so we don't see the big power spikes till a little bit later, and she is very teamfight dependent. Well, there's a good amount of pick potential here on the side for Yuzu though. Bandito going to be trying to get as much CS as he can. Down quite a bit of CS, but also running very low on mana. Passive from Aatrox is going to be able to keep him nice and healthy. Infernal Chains not going to finish connecting. Bandito going to have to take a reset here, as he unfortunately doesn't have any more mana. The level 6 here. Okay, they're going to be able to get the recall off. We have the tier. We have the M-Tome. We're committing the teleport. Looks like Urkion was able to get his last chapter versus Aim Down, who was not able to get it. Okay, Bandito taking a lot of damage here. He's going to hit level 6 soon. Yep. Froze the explosive cast, going to save Rorschach though. And Rorschach going to be able to live without having to use any summoners. Mr. JC is starting the dragon though. I think was spotted. And Aim Down and Mega Bro looking to interrupt Mr. JC. But Mega Bro in a little bit of trouble. Forced the flash to battle dance away. Urkion here going to miss the stun. Miss the Q. The follow up here from Hydra's not going to be enough. But it looks like we've got 3 grubs for the first trade. Infernal Chains here coming down. And Bandito going to be taking a lot of damage. Looks like we are probably looking to get a Eclipse Verse here on the Aatrox. Not really too sure, but it's what I see almost all Aatrox builds. So I want to assume it's Eclipse Verse. We'll probably go in Cosmic Fimble here on Gragas. And I think both Syndra and Vel'Koz are going to get like Luden's Companion and more. Granted, it's going to be dodged out here by Blios. He's doing a lot of damage. Turn on the Gatling gun, has the Missile Barrage. Megaro might be in a little bit of danger. He's only level 3. First blood over here to Olipu forced to back off again. Good pressure here by Blios in game number 2. Fortunately, where he kind of fell short against Olipu in game number 1. Looks like the Force Unleash. Flash auto attack going to be enough to. Okay, and the Gatling gun going to be able to run down Olipu. Mega Bro investing investing his ignite. Now Hydra's getting really low here though. Black Bull going to find Bandito, but I think Bandito already knew because there was a ward. Mega Bro here trying to stop JC, but third plate about to be taken here by Blios. Looks like we are going Manamune here on Corgi, so we're probably going the Spellblade Triforce version. Makes sense. Okay, Bandito going to be taken super low once again. Okay, the Emerald Dash here used by Roche, so he'll not have another one to try and fan Bandito under the sturt. We do have we do have the flash on both sides though. Urkion going to miss the Force Unleash. And Rorschach going to get executed here. A nice reset, not giving any money to Bandito, but going to lose a little bit of pressure here. Picks up a pickaxe for his trouble. Aim down here. Mr. JC does have Flash Cataclysm, but decides against it as he does not know where Elise is. Okay. The second rotation of grubs coming up in about a minute. Corki almost done his Triforce here. That'll be a decent threat. We are looking to get a trade onto Aim Down. Urkion is going to find Aim Down, but Black Bull is going to find Urkion. That is a nice shutdown here for the Elise, who was running a little bit behind on CS, but Luna's Companion now picked up here for the side of Luna's Companion picked up here for the side of Syndra. Bandito going to find Black Bull. The repel used, forcing a kill here. Bandito doing a pretty good job, but now being found by Aatrox. Flash away. But it's a huge summoner for the Gragas, having to use his flash, but gets a bit of compensation money, though he is down 20 plus CS. Lane is frozen on him, so Magneto not having the funnest early game here in game number 2. Had a really good game number 1 versus the Ambessa in the early game, but okay, aim down is starting to get really bullied by Urkion. There is a control ward here. We have to be careful. Okay, Bandito going to be left on like 200 HP. Has to be a little careful. The next sweet spot combo will probably be enough to kill him. It looks like Mr. JC gets priority on the second set of grubs, so it is going to be a 3-to-3 grub exchange. So there's going to be no voiding this game for either team. Rorschach looking to keep up the presence though here he has in the top lane. Bandito is about to get his ultimate though. Let's do a good job finishing some CS under turret, but let's look at the money value a bit. Bandito a little bit down, Mr. JC a little bit down, but there is a huge gold lead in the mid and AD carry position. Urkion going to get caught up, Oluku gets a nice kill here, and Hydra's going to die as well. The zap gonna connect. Venomous by not going to be able to find anybody, but that is a 2-for-0 in the mid lane. Flash invested by both Mr. JC and Hydra's here in this game. Bandito is starting to take a lot of damage from those just random sweet spots. A plate is about to be taken here. Rorschach probably wants to stay for it. Bandito does have teleport. Rorschach's teleport should be coming up closely. Teleport invested here by Bandito. Does now have the extra cooldown reduction items. We're throwing the cask. Mr. JC is making his way. We do have the World Ender, but I don't think we'll have to use it. The Cataclysm, Marshall Caden is going to be enough to take the kill here. So Mr. JC going to be getting a little bit of a good money injection here in the jungle. Bandito about halfway done his tier, looking to finish the Cosmic Drive first before you get the Fimbulwinter, just so that way you always have a lot of movement speed. Hydra's here going to find Black Bull in the jungle. The Cosmic Binding going to be used, but JC doesn't have much in terms of follow-up. Going to Flag and Drag, forcing the repel, but Elise can simply just walk away. Hydra's here once again going to go down, and Mr. JC going to get taken down a little bit over aggressive here, but the stun combo and Elise going to die without the need of
Turret plating will soon fall.
okay, Rorschach gonna get a nice sweet spot combo. Okay, able to be saved here by Bandito for the time being. Okay, Hydra's here, gonna find aim down. Bandito getting a little bit low on mana. And gonna be taken down here, the charm invested. Unfortunately, Mechabro not using the Ignite on Urkion, a little bit interesting here. The Flag and Drag going to miss. Syndra has to take a recall here. We are in a little bit of trouble. Hydra's, Mr. JC going to take the damage from the Volatile Spiderling, but it means that while Bleos is isolated with the Jinx, he can pretty much win this 1v1. But things are starting to look a little bad here for the side of Yuzu. Outside of Bleos and Urkion, we're putting in a lot of work in game number 2. Okay, but we've got the big gun kapow here done for Valkaz. Eclipse done on Rorschach is going to be big. The zap comes out, but Phosphorus Bomb Missile Barrage onto the Jinx. Going to do a little bit of damage. Aim down has to be a little bit careful. Syndra does a lot of damage at this point in the game. Has another Hextech Alternator, so a full combo from about 3/4 health is possible. Mechabro is here though, does have the Ignite. Looking for a possible gank angle. Vernal Chain's going to miss here, by Bandito. It's going to be struggling a little bit in this matchup. Has a little bit of an XP lead, but let's look at the money real quick. Yeah, as expected, about 500 gold down. But Bleo's up about 700 gold on this against this Jinx. Has the Triforce, the early boost. The Temporal Trespass going to come here. Aim down, going to get stunned up by... the Explosive Cast going to be enough to take down Aim Down. But him almost living if... oh, a nice Cocoon. Going to put in some work. Black Bolt going to kill Urkion, but that is a nice two-man kill. Bleo's here, now 3-0 on a killing spree, and Bandito starting to put in the work in game number 2. This might just be the Silver Scrapes angle we were looking for. Bandito on the Gragas, putting in a lot of work. Here we are starting the Herald though. The 1-1 in Dragons. Rorschach doesn't want to give up this objective. Storm Surge finish here for Elise. We've got the Wild Arrows on Jinx. Looking to get the Manamune. Okay, Leo's on a rampage. This Corgi is really fed at this point of the game. And shield from Rakan going to be enough to prevent a murder, but Aim Down now at 50% HP after a QW, after a Force of Will Dark Sphere combo here from the Syndra. I think Bleos looking to get more, but Bandito does have the ult, forcing the flash here from Olipoo. Okay, Black Bolt here, finding the Cocoon, forcing the cleanse. Gonna be found here by Mr. JC, but Mr. JC gonna miss the flag and drag. And Black Bolt gonna be able to get away from here. Unfortunately here for Bleos, having to burn both summoner spells. A little bit tragic here. Dragon has spawned. But Rorschach not having as great of a game as he had in game number 1. Cosmic Drive now finished for Bandito. And we're getting really close to that big 2-item power spot here. Urkion, at this point, going to be hurting this Aatrox. There's not much magic resist or HP here on Aatrox. To see if this Elise pick is able to clutch through. Because right now, it hasn't gotten much done outside of like one good team fight. Rorschach going to be able to dodge out of the combo from Syndra. Rift Herald invested in the mid lane. Will it be enough to take the turret? It is enough to take the turret. So mid lane outer going to be taken here by Yuzu without having to force the team fight. Having priority on this. We are in a Chemtech Rift, so shields and heals are going to be important. Black Bull taking a lot of damage. Aim Down, just going to get assassinated. Mr. JC throws Jinx into the Cataclysm. Bandito just going to throw the cast, explode the Jinx, and Rorschach going to be going down. We're probably, yeah, things going from bad to worse here for Ice Reapers, so it looks like we've got a potential Game 3 angle over here. The Vel'Koz and Aatrox really not putting in the work needed. But to be fair, Rorschach did start the last game 0-4. And after that was 5-4-3 and went on to just 1v9 the game. So maybe there's a hidden 1v9 angle that I'm not too aware about. But this time, Bleos and Urkion are not in positions to get one shot by this Aatrox. Also, Bleos almost adds 2 items with an upgraded Manamune. So, doing really good for himself right now. The Bard pick is interesting, has come up kind of nice with the Cosmic Bindings, but I'm not seeing the usefulness of this Elise. Maybe we could have opted to pick a little bit of a better jungler because we picked Elise and then we picked an AP mid. So, Bandito has the money here for his Winter's Approach, which will turn into a Fimbulvinter. Mr. JC now going for a Black Cleaver. We've got the Shadow Flame on Syndra. We've got the Manamune on Corki. So 2 items across the board outside of the support. But things are looking great for Yuzu in game number 2. I mean, they looked great early on in game number 1. But we'll have to see if the momentum and the mind shift can continue. So far, Bandito having a great performance here on the Gragas. able to find Olipu and aim down at key moments. And also escaping with very little life kind of often. Okay, here we are clearing vision in the top side. Urkion is slow pushing the bot lane. Okay, Mr. JC going to be found by Mega Bro. But they are clumped up, and right now they do more than the Ice Reapers. Ice Reapers down about 6.5k. Sorry, 5.6k. Hydra's going to get a nice Cosmic Binding on Mega Bro. The Bro Trespass, unfortunate. The Phosphorus Bomb going to be used at the same time, but Black Bull going to get annihilated. The Quickness going to stun up 4 people. The Disintegration Ray not going to be enough. Roshan gets annihilated by Urkion. And Olipu just doesn't, like, we didn't really draft the team to buy him space to auto-attack. This Jinx pick, a little bit unfortunate, you know, just, you draft a pseudo front-to-back team comp, but you don't give your AD carry any space to take team fights. I think a tank jungle would have been fine here from the likes of Black Bull. Or if we're going to go with a solo Q-esque jungler, maybe something a little more consistent, because Elise is super feast or famine. Even if she gets ahead early, which she was like 4-2 at some point. Hydra's going to block the Super Mega Death Rocket, so that is going to be a sub 25 minute Baron here for the side of Yuzu. We're looking good at going to the Silver Scrapes angle. Now, Bandito going to be building some more AP. Black Cleaver comes in here for J4. Also, Mega Bro seems to be a little bit of a downgrade from Numb. Not having quite as good of a success rate as D'Amelio did. Black Bull going to be found by Bandito here. Forced the flash over the wall after taking the Blast Cone. Here we are pushing in the mid lane with this Baron buff. Someone has to go stop this Aatrox, but at this point in the game, the Syndra can just assassinate the Aatrox. So I think we're going Profane Hydra. So it's got 0 HP investment, which means Syndra does true damage after the first combo, and when she ults, you basically just die. Archeon's Syndra, something to be respected. Okay, Bandito looking for another play, has the Flash Casket. Hydra's trying to find Rorschach, going to Magical Journey over, but Rorschach probably just going to Umbral Dash over the wall. And Mr. JC waiting in the bush, trying to see if for Bandito to make a playmaking opportunity. His barrels are going to start to hurt. The problem is the frequency at which they come out. Essentially, you throw one, explode it, there's already like another one off cooldown. Okay, we're gonna miss everything here. Okay, but Urkion still has enough damage. We just recalled bot 2. Needlessly large rods, and yeah, this Aatrox not putting in any work this game. Okay, well, we're sieging the bot lane inner and the mid lane, the bot and mid lane inhibitor turrets. The Baroned Up Corgi with Spellblade does a lot of damage. And that's the mid lane inhibitor turret taken. We've got a cannon minion in the bot lane. It's slowly going to chip out this turret, and we should be able to get the turret on the next go. The repel force by Elise. And aim down, we're going to take down the Gragas here, but Rakan, oh, the Jinx is getting resets here. We do have to be careful. Force back Rorschach, going to take a lot of damage. Glios at this point just doesn't care. Does too much damage, it just doesn't matter. We're going to get both the bot lane and the mid lane inhibitor, and yeah, that's probably going to be like the end of the game, if anything. So yeah, we've got 3 grubs. We've got Spellblade. And that's an ace here. Yeah. Well, a little bit of a disappointing game for Ice Reapers in game number 2. I was expecting a lot more, as game 1 was, there was so much back and forth and good team fighting. But the game might not be over here. The base defense might be coming through. Okay, the Storm Surge not going to be able to find a kill. Jinx has her ultimate in just a second. Super Mega Death Rocket not going to find anyone. Okay, so the next team fight, the game should be able to be over. It's open Nexus. Oh? Alright, I mean, Leo's putting in the work. And yeah, Bandito with the save, but the fancy feed from Blios in this game was tired of being called out, decided to show them why he's the AD carry and star player on Yuzu. Okay, we now have the Death Cap, almost a voice up on Syndra. We've got the Rapid Fire and working towards an IE or a Bloodthirster here for Leos. We've got almost a Zonia's Redemption on Bard. Yeah, we're just really wallet diffing them right now. 12,000 gold up. We're just group mid, force a fight. The game ends. The Nexus is open for the next like 3 or 4 minutes. So we'll have to see. Yeah. Okay, Bandito going to get caught out, has the Seeker's Arm Guard, going to live on an inch of his life, but Black Bull going to just die after killing Bandito. The Brawl Trespass going to hit 2 people, and we hit the Rakan who just procced his quickness. And yeah, I mean, we trade Bandito for Black Bull, start pushing in the top lane, and that should be the end of the game normally. We got some teleport flank wards being set up. Okay, unfortunately not going to be able to take the turret on this push, but on the next wave definitely should be able to. And that is good. That is the last turret to defend the Ice Reapers. And Voltaic Cyclo Sword on Aatrox? Oh, hell no. That has to be troll. I don't know, man. This looks garbage. I don't know, maybe Rorschach doesn't play Aatrox. Okay, but Bandito looking for a casket play. Blios and Hydra's just going to annihilate people. A nice 3-man Force of Will Cataclysm, and it's gonna be the end of the game. Elise gets annihilated. Alapu gets sent to the Shadow Realm, and Bandito going to help kill Rakan. Urkion is on a rampage. Man's a menace, and the game's over. We're going to Silver Scrapes, ladies and gentlemen. Get your emotes ready. It's Silver Scrapes time. Alright. Alright, I gotta get my phone. Oh, I threw my old phone. Oh shit, I don't even know where I put it. Fuck, where's my real phone? Silver Scrapes time! Get those lighter emojis in the chat, boys! As we wait for the invite for game number 3, let me just update the score real quick. 101 Silver Scrapes final game, baby. Sure, I can do that, Blios.
Actually, let me try to get that clip done live. Give me a second. How do we do this? How do I clip? Oh. Can we not? Oh. Okay, never mind. I'll have to get a clip later. Why is no one just inviting me? Alright, to the lobby. Hi. Okay, so after the stream, I'm going to make a highlight clip. We've got them silver scrapes, baby. Okay. Looks like Num is back in for game number 3 versus Yuzu. It's gonna take all the power in the world to give Ice Reapers some momentum to stop this reverse sweep. Alright, now we just switch the hand. Oh, I have to see if the draft link was posted. Okay, so we've got Black Bull subbed out, Mega Bro gonna jungle, and Num on support. Okay. Yumo draft link. Where's my draft? Oh, come on, guys. There has to be someone in the chat with a lighter or a fire emoji. I can't believe there's no one. Come on, Dave. You've got one. I know you do. Silver scrapes. Tradition. If we don't do it every time. Then how they gonna know we serious about silver scrapes? It's the anthem. Oh yeah, I gotta move. Back-to-back silver scrapes. It's hype. Past 2 broadcasts, we've had silver scrapes turbo. Okay, so we're gonna have the support who played last game 2 as the jungle. Black Bull is out, and Num is back in, I think, on support. So a lot of rotations here for the side of Ice Reapers. Oh yeah. All right, we are starting the draft. Here we go. We got Ice on blue side. If Num's back in, does that mean we missed the first 2 bans? I don't know. But that Gragas, the Aatrox into Gragas early was going well. But after that, it did not look great. So yeah, I think the first 2 bans here from Reapers have been penalized. So we'll have to see what the ban is. From the side of Yuzu, I think it's clear that we're just banning Mbessa. Yeah, we're going to be banning Corky away here from Ollie Poo. Silver scrape. Wrap it up in the chat, boys, whoever's active.
I want to see some fire emojis. Or some lighters. Or some cheers. Anything, to be fair. Show some sign of life. This is hype. We got a game 3. Okay, game 2 wasn't exciting, but I can feel this game 3. We got the momentum. Numb is back on the roster. Can we not just ban random champions to make this champion select go by any faster, or is that not a thing? Okay, Ambessa being hovered as a ban. Yuzu have understood that in 1v9 game 1, does Rorschach have anything in his pocket? Or was the Ambessa the only thing playable? Skarner going to be taken away, so that means we have Zac access once again. But will it go to Mr. JC or Bandito? He is Bandigro right now because, yo, his fat ass was all over the game. Okay, the Amumu ban, I guess. Whoa! The Volibear insta-lock from the side of Reapers. Okay. So the Gragas. I don't think Gragas is that great in the Volibear, though. I'll be honest. But we'll have to see. It is Bandito's most comfortable champion. Got the Zac once again locked in. We'll have to see if it's a Bonzito special or if it's to the Zac main himself. Let's shuffle the playlist. Oh, some Monkey Smash. You know what it is. Ooh, my bad. Okay. I can't see the pick here. But, oh, Swain being considered here on Reapers. Oh, Zaya was the pick? Okay, so Zaya Zac. Okay. Interesting blind pick. I mean, Ash is open, but Geist is open, but whoa. What in the hell? Swain Zillions, we're going for the Immortal Crow combo or the Big Thunder Bear. Okay. Now we'll have to see which of these two mages is the support. I think it's gonna be Zillion. Okay, we've got the Zyra Khan combo. Now let's see if. But so far, there's mainly just magic damage here on the side of Reapers. And some okay mixed damage here for the side of Yuzu. So let's see what the bans are going to prioritize. Okay, we're gonna be. Oh, is it Swain? Zillion bot lane. Oh, that's toxic. Ugh. Oh, I shudder. I shudder. Ooh. Ooh. I'm doing the Udyr thing. Ooh. Okay, Talia and Vex going to be banned here in the mid lane. We're taking away Urkion's Syndra as it was too fucking good. Knowing that Silas is just a better version of Swain, Volibear, and it was Silas with a revive? That's insane. So we're going to ban Silas away from Urkion. Now, what do we pick here? Do we pick the Gragoose? I mean, Gragas with Zaya, a little bit of counter synergy, so not too sure if that's what we want. But maybe we'll see. Clock is ticking. We got Bandito's Renekton. Okay. Oh. Damn, Bear has an okay matchup into Renekton. So we'll see if the Renekton is able to scale into the mid to late game. Now let's finish off the draft here for Reapers. I think we need a jungler and a mid laner. So I'm not sure, but we'll see what they lock in. Yeah, we're gonna lock into Cassandre. So it is Volibear jungle. Okay, Volibear versus Zac in the jungle. We've got Cassandre versus Renekton in the top lane. Unfortunately, not a fun Cassandre matchup at all. Okay. And a Jace here for the mid lane? Okay. I mean, interesting team. And Brand is... Okay. Alright, so Brand versus Jace. Zyra versus Swain Zillion. Volibear versus Zac. And Renekton versus Cassandre. Interesting draft from both sides. Interesting adaptations. A lot of mid lane focus spans in R2. Here we go. That we're gonna move it here. Hide the draft. Show the screen. I think it was like something like this. I think we are almost good to go. Oh, I'm gonna sit down for the rest of this cast. My back is starting to hurt a little bit, so apologies for those that wanted the standing cast for the rest of it. But don't worry, gonna be the same amount of energy. Just, you know, making burns. Alrighty. Ayo, the glazing in the chat. Let's go. Alright, game number 3. Champion select starting now. We'll see where the Swain ends up going. I doubt it's like Jace AD carry, but I think it's Swain, Zillion bot lane. Would more than likely be Swain Zillion bot lane. Alright, here we go. Champion select for game number 3. Happening live.
Okay, so it is Jace Mid versus Brand, and it is Swain Zillion versus. Okay, interesting. So Bazito had two great laning phases against Rorschach. Let's see if he's able to dominate in a winning matchup here. Okay, well, if it's Urkion favored, I look forward to seeing Urkion put in the work here. Yeah, Electrocute Ignite could be good, but lack of teleport versus in competitive is phase rush TP. It's very tough. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see how he deals with this. He's had a bit of a rough mid lane matchup. Let's just say that much, you know. But I had to see Bazito on a carry champion. We will see. Fair. Got about a minute left. Let's pause the playlist. Let's get ready to get into the game. Here we go. I want game 3 to be like game 1. I want it to be action packed. I want there to be a back and forth. If it's just an easy AFK stomp, you know, like it's gonna feels badge man. Alright, here we go. The final game. We've got Arcana Zaya, Cosmic Dawn Rakan, Debonair Brand, Empyrean Zac, Rune Wars Renekton, Prestige Empyrean Cassante. Oh, I failed to do it. Rip. The loading screen was too fast. It's the fastest loading screen I've ever seen in the Mamago. But hey, congrats, Spectate Client. Congrats. Okay, so we've got a defensive start here from both Jace and Cassante. Doran's shield on Jace feels a little bad. But hopefully he'll be able to survive the early laning phase against Archeon. We've got Teleport Phase Rush here on the Jace. Got Arcane Comet on Archeon. Conqueror versus Grass in the top lane. We've got Guardian versus Airy. Conqueror versus Lethal Tempo. And Aftershock versus PTA. Gonna be an interesting game. Let's get right into it. Let me move my camera just over here so that way. Okay. So we brought back in Numb. Is the Zillion going to be good enough to get them a win?
Minions have spawned.
Alright. Well, we'll be keeping a tab to see if Aim Down can win his lane matchup. Has not had much fun laning against Archeon this game. Here we go. Standard lanes. We've got a red side start for both junglers. Okay, Hydra's looking for an early... Oh, no, it started Gleaming Quill. I mean, it makes sense. When you're with the Zaya starting Grand Entrance, not the smartest idea. Okay, Rorschach are gonna get the first grass trade, but Bandito should have the damage possibilities in this top lane matchup, starting from like level 2 onwards. We'll have to see if Bandito plays it well, because it is a matchup of which you unfortunately start unscaling. The early level 2, the slice into the dice, doing a decent amount of damage. Rorschach should be able to hit level 2 here, having access to the Pathfinder or the Shield of Shurima is going to be pretty huge. A early push in here from the Swain Zillion, tied up in CS. Okay, Aim Down, going to miss a little bit of CS, going to be taking quite a bit of poke here. Okay. Alipu looking to get some early stacks against this Zaya. The more stacks he has, the more HP he'll have. So every stack, I believe, gives you 12 permanent HP. Bandito's starting to fall a bit behind in CS, which is surprising. Okay. A double bomb going to happen. Zaya taking a lot of damage, but Numb forced to use his consumables. The Ignite invested, and Hydra's had to flash early already. Okay, interesting. Okay, the Never Move going to land a double bomb here onto the Zaya, but Numb going to get caught here. JC is bot lane looking for a play. But I don't think Batsuto should be down 20 CS to a Cassante. Okay, the outplay here by Alipu. Unfortunately, Zaya not respecting the Never Move. Magabro here forcing the flash away from Archeon. And Aim Down so far about... about even on CS. We've got the speed up. Archeon's gonna be in a little bit of trouble. And Jay's going to take the first kill in the lane. Okay. A rough early game start here for the side. Rough early game here for the side of Yuzu. I'll have to see if we're able to make a comeback. Though, the first blood did go over to Zaya, which was really good. But there are no summoners bought for Yuzu. They are on a ward. Okay, the Mega Bro pretty low here. Hydra's will have his ignite soon. Looks like we are going tier with a pickaxe. Interesting start. But we've got a Faded Ashes. We've got a pickaxe here for Bandito. We picked up a Bami Cinder. Volibear about to get his first back in, I think, after these camps. But Bandito finally are going to close down the CS lead. Cassante probably going to invest the teleports. Was waiting for that refillable. Will be very useful. Level 6 now for all solo laners. And chain vest starts. Okay, Banzito getting a deep ward in the blue side jungle for Yuzu. Give himself a little bit of priority and protection. Seer gonna come down from Bran, gonna do a little bit of damage. But overall, things seem to be doing okay. Okay, Bandito gonna take an extra turret shot. Unfortunately, there was no all-out angle. I mean, both players did have flash. Double bomb gonna be coming in through. Zaya gonna be taking a little bit of damage, but the Rakan shield should be enough. Looks like we've got First Dragon presence. Hydra's in a little bit of trouble. Mega Bro gonna be found by Mr. JC. Gonna get killed by Bleos, but Hydra's probably dead here. Oh no. Going to live by the skin of his teeth. And Bautito once again down about 15-ish CS to this Cassante. Feels like Bautito has maybe not practiced this matchup much. But hopefully he'll be able to play it well. Okay, Mr. JC going to be able to secure the dragon here. Okay, Malzito is starting to get very low against this Cassante. Gonna miss out another cannon minion. Okay, Rorschach going to take a turret shot for his troubles. But so far, JC having a little bit of a CS lead in the jungle. Going to try to find a gank angle onto Rorschach. Herkion also here. But yeah, no, there's 4-man rotation here for the first set of grubs. Rorschach does have to be a little bit careful. Okay, the Ignite going to be invested here by okay, Mega Bro going to be forced to use the Stormbringer. Not gonna find it. And Rorschach in a little bit of trouble. Mega Bro kind of trolling. Gonna get caught. Gonna give Bonzito an in to a lead that he was losing his lane, but now up about 500 plus gold. Poor Cassante getting his lane griefed in game number 3. A very nice dominance here by Bonzi Gros. Not liking the Bonzi throw allegations. Bonzi win. But so far Zaya getting a little bit isolated in this bot lane because Hydras is making plays top. So things are a little rough for her. Okay, as a plate going down. The cleanse force here from Bleos. So far, oh, okay, aim down, almost stealing the chicken. Yeah, Zaya being isolated away from this CS. Black Cleaver first by Bonzito. Good choice. Eclipse would have been a very troll-ish item. And I'm glad that he is adapting to the anti-armor build. Okay, Ruthless Predator triggered here by Bonzito. Mega Bro probably going Sundered, I think. I'm not too sure. And Aim Down not doing so bad here. The all-in. Okay. Okay, Olipoo going to get the resurrection here from Numb. It's very hard to dive a zillion. But still up 2+ plates in this top lane now. Yeah, about up 800 gold. We've got the Dominus. And yeah, Rorschach very low. We gotta be careful. Okay, Bonzito able to force the flash. I'm not too sure why we flash all outed when we could have just W'd backwards for Cassante. But that's going to give a lot of presence to Bonzito. The teleport is available though for Cassante. We are going to be able to use it. Bleo's going to be bleeding a little bit of money against this Swain, who now has his first completed item. And so far, Aim Down is playing this matchup pretty well. Has about a wave up. Okay. Hydra's not going to be able to find the kill here. Brand now finishing his Blackfire Torch. Archeon struggling a little bit in this matchup. JC going to try and find Numb, but Numb just going to speed up and get away here. We really need that Iceborne Gauntlet on Cassante before we can fight a Renekton. And Renekton going to be able to make up all that CSD that he lost in the first part of the game. The Ruthless Predator comes out. We have the Nitofo 3. The All-Out not available. No ultimates. Cassante should be able to just get away. JC going to bounce onto Swain. The Stormbringer going to be used. Feathers Fly going to be invested here, but Leo's going. Zach going into passive, and yeah, this Swain pick smurfing on the blind Zaya. Here, Cassante should have his Iceborne Gauntlet, and Jay's doing fairly well for himself in this matchup. Archeon finds himself a little bit struggling. Misses the cannon, unfortunately, but up about 2 waves. So 700 gold up here. Mega Bro going to have access with none to take this dragon. And we are 3-0 in grubs here for the side of Mr. JC. Bonzito trying to get... Okay, the slice into the dice, but we now have access to the second spawn of grubs. About 10 seconds before they disappear. Are we going to be able to get a grub? No. Unfortunately, we are not able to get anything. But there is a lot of people top lane. Mega Bro going to find Archeon. Archeon going to get annihilated here. Numb on his way. Does not have the revive just yet. But Bonzito going to lose the 2v2 trade with Hydris. And Mr. JC forced to get away. Iceborne Gauntlet proving to be too strong for Bandito and Hydris. But Leo's getting some solo turret attention in the mid lane. Can't really lane against this Swain. No teleport here for Bandito means that he is going to lose a pretty big wave.
Okay, the feathers fly invested here. The root, Mega Bro trying to find, but the resurrection coming in for aim down. Able to just get away. It's really hard to kill someone when a Zillion just has an ultimate. Plus access to the Shurelias means that this Jace can just start running people down. Jace got another kill? On who? Oh, okay, well. Bleos going to try and get this first turret bounty. But we're gonna be stopped. Oh, first turret was taken by Swain in the bot lane, I believe. Mr. JC channeling the Elastic Slingshot. Here we've got the Demonic Ascent. Mr. JC gonna get pulled in a little bit of trouble though. Able to just get away. Hydra's going to knock up Num and then Battle Dance back to Bleos. But yeah, we have the ultimates in the top lane. Oh, I hope we're not going Eclipse second. That was going to be a Feels Batman moment if we go Eclipse second. Okay, Cassante with armor starting to feel pretty good into Bandito. Okay, going to be pulled through the wall, and Bandito going to get solo killed here, not respecting the damage that Rorschach has, and is going to be taken out by the Cassante all-out wombo combo chombo dumbo nombo. Zac picking up his Sunfire Cape, Swain picking up a Cosmic Drive. 2 items here are ready for Swain. Yeah, we've got an 1800 gold lead. Feels bad, man, if your name is Zaya. So now once we get a little bit tanky, Alipu's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. We have to teleport here for Bandito. Might have to channel it instantly in the top lane if we don't want to lose this turret. But looks like the top lane turret is going to be going down. Bandito has teleported to a ward, looking to find Rorschach. But the Vision of the Empire want to put in a lot of work. Bandito getting stunned up, the Stormbringer, and we're taking a fight. We don't have no Dominus. Urkion does have the big ult, and Urkion gonna get hit. Rorschach gets resurrected, and we've got the root now onto okay, Bandito with a nice slice, Ruthless Predator combo. That is 2 turrets in the mid lane gone. The feathers fly invested. We've got the flash Q3. Okay, Bleo's going to get some good money for himself here. But Bandito doesn't really want to deal with this Swain. Going to be forced to flash away. Mr. JC going to do what he can to disrupt the mid lane push, but because we don't have access to grubs, it does make it harder to get this turret. Okay, Elastic Slingshot to clear the way. Urkion is mid here though, but Mega Bro is also here. Urkion going to get annihilated. And okay, the Dominus invested. Aim down is pretty low, but he's got oh, the root here from the Never Move. Bandito gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Can he kill Cassante? He can, but gonna get rooted up by the Never Move. That is a triple kill now here for Alipu. And this Swain is running away with the game. Now Swain having a 2100 gold lead, 6-0 to almost 3 items. Once the likes of like Rylai's and stuff come through for this Swain, he should have enough momentum just to start eating people. Aim Down also playing fantastically in this mid lane matchup. Looks like we are not going Eclipse. Thank God Bandito has a brain this game. Eclipse would have just thrown everything down the drain. But something's got to be done about Olipoo. This man is huge. And there is an anti-heal item. But he's pretty chunky. So we'll have to see if it's enough. Okay, Mr. JC looking to finish, I think, Spirit Visage? Or Non-Ending Despair, we'll have to see. Jace now has the Yomus and the opportunity. I don't know what item this is for Zillion, but Lizrelias is allowing some massive speed ups. I think we're going Jack Show second on Rorschach, just valuing a lot of adaptive force. Archeon does have to be careful of working towards the second item, but is really, really, really far behind money-wise. Okay, we're looking to find Aim Down, but Mega Bro is here. A nice combo from Mr. JC and Bandito. Getting the shutdown here on Bandito from Jace. But now that is the Dominus and the All-Out invested. There is no Dragon Fight for 3 minutes, but we are on a Hextech Rift. Rorschach able to free farm against Archeon, so the later this Cassante gets, the better things get for Cassante. Archeon kind of happy he doesn't have to lane against the Jace right now. Bazito gonna get rooted up by the Never Move, stunned up by the Relentless Charge, and that might... And Olipoo is godlike. Hydra's gonna be melted. The accelerated shock blast going to put in the work. Fortunately, the brand not really seeing much success here. Fighting without our big ultimates though feels a little awkward, but that is a Baron start here for the side of Reapers. But we don't have much damage. Oh, the game froze, but that is a 3-man Never Move into the Pathmaker. Archeon gets annihilated. Bleos is dead. Mr. JC is going to the Shadow Realm. Olipoo is legendary. The Swain picking himself because he's a god at this game. Olipoo really putting in the work so that Reapers can win this. And it looks like Rylai's is indeed the next item here for Swain. Things are going from bad to worse for Yuzu. This Blind Xayah does 0 damage. This brand is so far behind that it doesn't matter. And unfortunately, Mr. JC Zach just not able to get enough done when there's a zillion on the enemy team. You find a pick on one, and then he just revives, and you're playing a 6v5. You have to kill the carries twice. And this Swain is unkillable. Almost a 4,000 gold lead bot lane. Things are going pretty bad. At least Bandito is still doing what he can. However, he needs to be taking team fights with his team. He is the big money guy on his team. He is probably the answer to killing the Swain twice. Alright, Rorschach has the Jack Show now. Really tanky. Cassante going to steal the blue buff. Mr. JC. Okay. We are sped up by the Zillion. Rorschach going to be able to live. That is the mid outer that is going to fall. Olipoo getting richer by the minute. Okay, Aim Down also going to be taking the top outer turret for free. Winning another scuffle against Archeon. So this Jace really putting in a lot of work. Huh?
The game froze? No, game's still in progress. But let's see if maybe it'll unfreeze afterwards. I hope so. Okay. No. Okay. What do I do? Is the game just like completely frozen? Is the spectator client just dead? Do we not get to see the rest of the game? That's disappointing. Anyone have any idea how I can fix this? Okay, give me a second. Let me just close out. Oh. Just get back in. Try to get back in anyways. Okay, we are reloading. Okay, well, sorry. We had to miss a little bit. Okay, but why am I not full screen? Okay, why is this bar showing? Is it showing on screen? Okay, no, it's not showing on screen. Okay. Okay, we're good. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so it looks like we managed to burn the flash here for Swain after loading back in. But now 4 items on the Swain. Jay's still on 2 items. Very interesting. But yeah. We killed Cassante. We lost a dragon. Oh, first Baron went. Okay, yeah. We had first Baron when we were in the replay. Okay, Monamune now picked up for Jace with an extra Last Whisper. 0-6 on Urkion feels bad, man. Zaya really trying to get to that power point. Has about 2,000 gold. Looking to get that Mortal Reminder. And then we'll be at 75% crit chance. Cassante now working towards a Randuin's Omen. Shojin here for Renekton. Trying to really do a little bit of extra damage. Abyssal Mask invested here. Mr. JC gets rooted up. Stunned. Takes a lot of damage. Channeling, but gets rooted by the Nevermove. Going to force the flash away. And Urkion finding... Urkion being found by Rorschach. And, yeah. Urkion gonna get annihilated. Aim down, being found here by Bandito. The slice that dies, gonna be enough. But, okay, Alipu able to just forever do damage. Now forcing Zac into the passive. Gets a double. The double kill from the Stormbringer. Zac here going to get annihilated. And what a way to lose the game. Bandito not able to quell the Swain. The Zonia is not even being used. Reapers just going to massacre Yuzu in game number 2. Urkion going to get caught once again by the Nevermove. And that's an ace. 12-0-7, a KDA of 19 to end the game. And yeah, Ice Reapers are going to annihilate Yuzu. in game number 3. Sorry that we had a little bit of a spectator bug where I had to like skip forward like 2 minutes as I was reloading. But yeah. This blind pick Zaya and this counter pick Brand really not working here. Jace popped off. Bandito did what he could, but it was the only one trying. Unfortunately, that's gonna be the end. I'm now going to end the stream so I can go record a clip for Blios that he mentioned. But as always, the video will be up tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the teams interested in rewatching the VOD. So go on out and check The Fallen Sanctum on YouTube. Drop me a subscribe, and the video should be appearing in your inboxes tomorrow morning at 10 in the morning. We'll see you guys Saturday for the TFT tournament from Rundown, and then Sunday for Super Week, followed by probably a Mamago playoff match in Div 3. We'll have to see, but I'll see you then. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.